Insights with Terri Ep.158 a weekly look through the eyes of predictive astrologer Terri Ep.158. Here's Terri.
Hi everyone, this is Terri, and you're listening to Insights with Terri Ep.158. Thank you for joining me for the week of February the 25th through March the 3rd. The Ides of March are coming, March the 15th. That's a really psychic time, and it can be very disorienting. So we'll speak about that in the next podcast as we get a little bit closer. But it's a very unusual time, especially for people that are empathic or sensitive, and that translates into a really different feeling. Doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but it's very different. Now, we're still in that Pisces energy in the sun sign. That just changed around the 21st, 22nd of February. So we'll be enjoying that, right? Enjoying, positive note. And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is also in Pisces. That's a very psychic energy field. It's very fluid. So there'll be some fluidity you'll see in your thoughts, in creativity, in maybe catching the wave of other people's emotions, frustration, happiness, joy, anger. So you want to be on top of that and say, is this mine? Or am I experiencing somebody else's mood? And you may not even know that person. It could be something you caught at the grocery store, like a virus. Mercury, the planet of the mind, how we process, how we think, is in Virgo, and the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury. So it's a double whammy. Nothing wrong with that. We can use it productively. On Monday, the 26th of this week, the moon, the emotional state of us, that moon always indicates what our emotional state will be, that's in Virgo as well. So you want to take the psychic energy and you want to combine that with Virgo. What we have, kids, is an amazing opportunity to look at our health, to do something about getting that vehicle that we walk around in top shape. So it'll push us towards knowing instinctively what we need, or knowing that we should be uncomfortable with what we're choosing to eat, what we're choosing to put in our body, to how much sleep we're getting, how much exercise we're getting or not getting, what kind we are, what our stress level is. It's an amazing energy for our inner self, that id, to tell us what we need, and connecting with your guides to validate that, so that you can be on a path that's in your best interest for how to work that vehicle that we have in the best way that it can be. I know most of us have cars, you know, when you change your oil, you make sure the tires are winter tires, summer tires, you make sure that the tire pressure's there. We should. If there's a funny sound, we take it to the car doctor. But we don't do that many times with our bodies. Sometimes I see that people that do it, if they were in balance, it would be great. But some either lean way to the hypochondriac side, and others lean way to the side that they're just ignoring it. So see if you can find a balance in there for yourself. And this is going to afford the opportunity. And you combine that with the full moon that we have as I'm doing this recording, and what we've experienced the later part of the week previous to February the 25th. That's new. So it's new behaviors, new thinking, new skills, creating new patterns for ourselves. So it's a very important energy field that you don't want to waste. Then you combine that, on top of that, with the Mars energy that is still in Aquarius, which is not afraid to get out there in front, not afraid to break away from the pack and do something different. And look at what you need to do and experience it and understand it in a very different way. It's not common. Aquarian energy, Mars, is uncommon thinking, uncommon reactions to situations. So you're given all the tools. Are we going to make use of it, or are we going to throw it away? Are we going to get so busy that we don't look into it and now it's a gone opportunity? Or are you going to jump on it? So maybe just investigate how foods affect your body, what time you're eating mostly, what types of foods you're eating and how you're combining them. Are you eating before sleeping? Are you eating when you are just going to go lay down? Like, just look at your patterns and see what do you need to learn and do. And good heavens, we have so much information now at our fingertips. Before, if we were interested in a subject, we would have to, think about it, try to find a book that's on it, order it from Chapters or Indigo. It would be weeks before it was delivered, weeks before you knew what book to use. Now, the click of a button, literally, and you can download it on your e-reader, and within minutes you have it. So the information availability is just amazing. Now, on Thursday of this week, the moon goes into Scorpio, and Scorpio is as well a very psychic energy. It's a psychic energy. It can be dark. I don't mean evil. I just mean dark, heavy, very, very deep. When you go into deep waters, it gets darker. So just be prepared for some real psychic energy field hitting us this week, which means messages from your guides, messages from your angels, messages from the source, getting messages from friends and family, listening to a newscast that particularly hits you. What were the odds that you heard it at that moment and that time you turned on the TV? All of that is coincidence. But is it really coincidence? Or was it all supposed to happen when it happened? So maybe it's not coincidence. Maybe all of this is orchestrated for some unknown reason. Then at the end of the week, the moon moves into Sagittarius, which is very optimistic, very, very spiritual. So when you combine all of that, we're given the tools to delve deep, to understand, to try to get the answers, and then for the beginning and the middle of next week, to use them, to make use of them. So holy Toledo, how lucky are we to have all of this at our fingertips? The number that was given to us this week in conjunction with where the planets are is the number 8. And that's ambitious, which we need to do to we have to be ambitious to move forward. The desire, we've got to be careful of this, for power and money. Power maybe to make good decisions, that would be a good thing. Power for the sake of power, not a good thing. Money for the sake of money is not a good thing, but money to maybe to help your fellow man, to support something that you know is a good idea. There's good and bad in everything. There's two sides to every coin. Risky journeys, we gotta be careful, but risky journeys can bring success at this time. So a little tinge, just a little pinch of risk, impulse, and that determination that we've got, plus that intuitiveness that's pushing us, could bring some of us success. Be sensible, though. We don't want to be silly. We could maybe lack the courage. There's there's Libra in the beginning of the week. Libra offers caution. Well, maybe we need a little caution with some of this impulse. That's not such a bad thing. So and that could make us lack the courage or the endurance or the mental balance to move forward. But balance it. If we balance it, we're in good shape there. The universe wants us to look this week strongly at accountability. They want us to learn the lesson of accountability, which means we'll be offered circumstances that will offer us a chance to say, I'm accountable for this. Let me give you some silly little examples. Last night, I was really tied up till it fell dark. I have a new dog in from Washington that I've just started to train. I think she's going to be a real good service dog. But I've only had her since Tuesday. Today is Sunday. Last night was Saturday. And it was dark. And she's been coming when called really, really well. I've got her going really good. She's very devoted to me. And I did something I probably shouldn't have done. I took her off the leash. It's not a good time. In the dark, can't see her. Not 100% recall, but I trusted I think she's okay, so I took a chance. I trusted in the fact that she packed up with my other animals, so she was feeling like she was part of the pack. She'd been out on the farm long enough to know the lay of the land. So I thought she needs to run a little bit before dark. It was a tough dog day. I'm just going to do it. Well, then I ran in the house quick, and then the phone, and I was longer than I should have been. When I came out, I couldn't find her. Now, I could say, darn dog, stupid dog, why would she go away? It's not the dog's fault. It's me. I was accountable. I knew the risk. I took the risk. I'm accountable. This is on me, not on circumstances, not on the person that kept me longer than should, not on the phone that rang that I answered and darn, these people are interfering with my life. It's me. Now, as luck would have it, thank God, when I stood still, I could hear her, and I did call her, and she did come. But those few moments, usually when I call her, she was right there like a rocket fuel. But those few moments made me realize that I have to be accountable for some of the decisions that I make and take the consequences. We are losing accountability in our society as a whole. So they're going to offer us opportunities this week to reinforce responsibility and accountability. Pressure is going to be put on the physical part of things this week. Money, security, comforts, health, body. We won't get the rewards immediately, so it's not an instant gratification that we're going to get for our actions this week. We will get them later, as in delayed success. But for this week, they're trying to train us the way I do a dog. At first, when you sit, you get a cookie right away. Bang, 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 bang. Then later, I take a little bit longer to play with the bags to encourage self-discipline, to encourage patience for the reward. Then later I'll say, yes, which is my marker word. You did a good job. They know they did a good job, like hearing the casino, ding, 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 I will get my chips. And then I go and get the chips. So then the dogs say, yes, you did a good job. Let's go find your toys. And we're going to play. So they know it's directly related to the behavior that they gave me or didn't give me that I didn't want. Don't chase the chickens. The new dog has to learn that they're not toys on wheels. All that flapping and clucking. And actually, she's doing really good. It only took about a 24-hour period to teach her that this isn't something we chase. So our physical reality will be forefront this week. Take a look at how well you feel. Do you have an abundance of energy? They're going to offer that to us. They don't want change right now. They want us to slow down a little bit and take a look at our circumstances so that we can make good decisions. They're going to dampen down some of the anxiety that we had last week. Some of the anxious people are still going to have a little bit of anxiety, but nothing like last week. The rewards will be a little slow in coming, so you have to look at what caused the reward or the consequence. There will be some disappointment because some of us aren't going to get it right. And it won't turn out the way we hoped or wanted it to. And in that vein, we have to learn, what did we need to learn? And they're asking us not to make any big moves. This wouldn't be the time, particularly for most of us, to change jobs. If you're already in the move, nothing you can do about it. Look at how can I do it the best that I can. Change jobs, change living circumstances, change domestic areas. Somebody moves in, somebody moves out, we sell our home. I mean, you might be already on the wave and you can't stop it, but just if you can't and you're in a bad spot, look around and say, what can I do to prevent any damage? Or what can I do to put myself in a better position? How do I set myself up to win? That's what they're going to offer us, that opportunity. Now, on that note, I know everybody's busy. I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time, and I already have. I want to take this moment to thank Charlie O'Brien for putting up the website, www.terriworld.com, and putting us on Spotify podcasts, Apple iTunes, Amazon Music podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. He gives me the link, and then I post that on Facebook. And I thank you all for any support that you're giving, the both of us, actually. So if you need a reading for yourself, you're welcome to text or call 519-726-6699, or you can email me at terri.coutts@gmail.com. And don't forget to tune in to Charlie Brown, I always do that. Charlie O'Brien. I guess he's my Charlie Brown. I love that man. I like Charlie Brown too. Tune in to Charlie O'Brien's Big 8 and listen to some of the oldies. Oh, it's a good station. And If you need to go back to some of the podcasts that we've already posted, and he is archived on the website, just to catch up or just to go back and listen to something that you're not sure of, feel free to do that. If you need some training with your dogs, we are doing dancing with dogs right now, training obedience while we're dancing and listening to some cool music, using energy. And everybody has given me the feedback about how tired their dogs are when they go home, slept the whole night and for 2 days after, as well as ourselves. Give me a shout, and you can still jump in. I think we have three more sessions that we're going to do. It's indoors, it's warm, it's fun. You have yourself a good week, everybody. Make the most of the opportunities that are coming at you. And good luck to everybody. I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to Insights with Terri Coots. Visit Terri's website at terriworld.com. TERRI world.com.